Good morning, everyone. My name is Rati, and I am from the eBuTech onboarding and support team. We are the technology operator for EDE's, which is Emirates Drug Establishment Tatmeen system. This is our weekly technical workshop where we answer industry questions from partners like you. This will be recorded. This will be recorded, and the recording link it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel within 24 hours. The YouTube channel link is pinned in the chat window, and anyone can access it. You do not need any special permissions. Currently, everybody is on mute. You can raise your hands virtually, and I will allow the mic one by one to anyone who has any questions. As there are no hands raised as of now, I will keep the workshop open till 11:30 a.m. And if there are still no questions, we can end today's workshop.
Rati, sorry, I was in another call. Can you tell me?
Bhardwaj, I just wanted to confirm if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Perfect. Dijla Medical Center, I've allowed the mic to you. You can unmute and ask your question. Dijla Medical Center, you need to unmute the mic from your end and ask your question. Dijla Medical Center. I cannot hear you. If you can hear me, then you need to unmute the mic from your end and then ask your question, or else you can send us an email with your question at onboarding@tatmeen.ae. I would be lowering your hand now. If you still have any question, you can try raising the hand again. If anybody else has any questions, please raise your hand. We will keep the workshop open till 11:30 if there are no hands raised, and then we can end the workshop. Dijla Medical Center, I've allowed the mic again to you. Please unmute from your end and ask your question. Dijla Medical Center, I still cannot hear you. You need to unmute the mic from your end. Dijla Medical Center, I'm still not able to hear you. Your mic is on mute. If you are facing any issues, I recommend you disconnect from the meeting and join again. Samia Pharmacy, I have allowed the mic to you. Please unmute and ask your question. Samia Pharmacy, please go ahead and ask your question. Samia Pharmacy, I've allowed the mic to you. Please unmute your mic and ask your question. Samia Pharmacy, please ask your question. You need to unmute the mic from your end and then ask your question. If you are facing any issues unmuting the mic, I recommend you disconnect from the meeting and join it again. As I still cannot hear you, I'm lowering your hand for the time being. If you still have any questions, please send us an email on onboarding@tatmeen.ae. Raja Mohammed Iqbal, I have allowed you. Please unmute and ask your question.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I'm representing on behalf of Asta Clinics, actually.
Okay.
And we recently, like for this Tatmeen onboarding, we have this GLN number for the clinics, actually. And
Okay.
like further to the onboarding for the clinics, what sort of procedures to be followed after the GLN is taken? Because we know the medicines are coming in, and
Mm-hmm.
we have to receive all the goods from the via Tatmin portal itself, right?
Right. Right.
So apart from that, anything includes for the clinics aspects with respective to
So
clinics onboarding.
to give you a high level idea, whatever your daily day-to-day work is, you just need to report the same things in Tatmeen. For now, I believe for clinics, you must be receiving goods, you must be unpacking them, you must be maybe dispensing the entire package without unpacking. So the same
Yeah,
things you need to report in Tatmeen as well. When you receive the physical goods, you
uh,
update them as received in Tatmeen. If you have to dispense the entire package, let's say, without unpacking them, then you
mm.
dispense the SSCC or the shipper
The
case, whatever.
SSSC number, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And
if you wish to like open the package and then dispense let's say one strip or one leaf
like,
of the medicine, then you do the unpacking also in Tatmeen and you do the dispensing. So whatever your day-to-day actions are
okay,
for the medicines, you just need to replicate the same thing in Tatmeen. All of the information is available on our website tatmeen.ae in the onboarding journey tab. However,
okay,
if you still have any specific questions about any specific, let's say, reporting or any event, you can
mm.
always send us an email on onboarding@tatmeen.ae and we will be happy to answer those for you.
Sure. In particular to this clinics, is there any
Mm-hmm.
like we are receiving all sort of materials or the medicines or the consumables, anything is from the central warehouse, our own
Okay.
central warehouse. So in
Okay.
the same way, the central warehouse, if they are able to give the what is it, SSCC or
Mm-hmm.
they should follow that mean when they send the medicines to the
Correct.
clinics, correct? Only
Correct.
then
They need
we will
to
be.
pack and ship.
Mm.
Yeah.
And for
So
example, if
all.
I am if
Yes,
I'm
go ahead.
receiving a paracetamol IV, a 500 ml
Mhm,
bottle, so I'm going to give it to
mhm,
a patient and I am billing
mhm.
it here. So that even that it should be replicating in the Tatmin, is it?
Exactly, exactly. So, simple thing, whenever you are handling the secondary package level, whether you are using it on a patient directly or you are handing it over to a patient or the relatives or whatever, if you are ending the cycle there, then you have to dispense it. Okay, you use it on the patient in the clinic, or you give it to the patient, let's say some medicines that, they need to take the medicines later or so on, then also you do the dispensing.
Okay. And in some cases, like if we give dispense to the patient and there is
Mhm.
some sort of return, and the patient is returning back, maybe it is damaged or this is what to say,
I get it.
not some sort of return from the customer is there, patient. So in that case, is that also like we have option to replicate in Tatmi?
No, returns are not allowed by EDE. Returns are, they are out of that means so you cannot accept return from a patient because the entire purpose of Tatmeen, which is tracking and tracing, is to make sure that there are now no counterfeit products. So once you
Okay,
dispense, the medicines are out of the Tatmeen system at that moment, and there is no way that
to bring
from
it
the
back.
clinic's end. Yes, exactly.
Okay, okay. So other than that, like there is no sort of product enrollment or from for as for the clinic aspects, we don't need to register any sort of products unless and until we buy it directly, correct?
Exactly. Like if you, the only the
Control.
owners of the product need to commission them, which means entering in the Tatmeen system. Owners would be the MAH or the licensed agent of those products. As clinics, mostly you will be just receiving the products, probably unpacking them sometimes and dispensing. Let's say in some scenarios, the products expire while they are in at your clinic or they
Okay.
are damaged, then you need to report them as those particular statuses. All of this information is on our website, as I mentioned.
And as well, like for this crash cart medicines, there are certain medications, controlled medications, which we buy directly from getting the approval from DHA portal, and then we will be going to the particular clinics, hospitals where it is mentioned by the DHA, and we will be
Mm-hmm.
buying from there. So that is for
Okay.
controlled and unregistered crash card medications.
Medicine.
Uh, so
Yeah.
those things, how we will enter it in that mean.
Got it. So those are unregistered medicines, and you need to get them added in your master data by contacting GS1, which is the Bransing team.
Okay.
Their email address is tatmeen@gs1ae.org. So whenever you have any such controlled medicines or unregistered medicines or crash cards, you can always contact them. They will let you know how to get them added to your master data. Reporting in Tatmeen remains exactly the same.
Okay. So anything control medications and this unregistered thing, I'll contact the GS1 team, right? And
Right,
I will be
right.
adding it to my master data. Okay.
Correct. Once they're in the master data, that's when you need to commission them. And commissioning means that you're adding them into the Tatmeen's tracking and tracing system. They're in the system to go down the supply chain. So once they
Understood.
are
Oh,
in your master data, you can commission them, and then if you need to ship them to another clinic, let's say, or somebody else, you can do that. Or if you are using them directly on a patient, you can directly mark them as dispensed as well.
okay. And with respective to this crash card medications or respective to control medications, there are certain
Mhm.
procedures for even expired medicine disposal or the broken down, broken one or damaged while
Right,
handling. So there is
right.
we have some logbooks and that has been handled by the medical directors and the nursing supervisors or who is in charge, a license holder, healthcare license holders. So, is
Okay.
there any mandate, something like that, for to enter or operate in Tatmeen with respective to controlled medications and unregistered medications? Only
Uh,
you may ask for any license holders number or license. details and all.
No, nothing as such, because in Tatmeen, as I mentioned, once the master data is there, in Tatmeen, the reporting remains the same. Specifically talking just about the reporting in Tatmeen, it does not distinguish between how you are reporting a registered medicine versus the unregistered medicine. Okay,
Okay,
so that is something it does not distinguish. So if any medicine is damaged or lost or something, you can just report that in Tatmeen. It will be out of the system completely. Okay.
okay. So in
One more thing that
even
I mhm.
even it can be from any technical user or the SPOC who is having the access for the particular clinic
Yes,
at JLN. So
yes,
irrespective of the
exactly.
license holder or anything, correct?
Exactly. Correct. Correct, Raja.
Yeah, understood.
One
Yeah,
one more thing that I wanted to understand about these controlled medicines which you mentioned. You
yeah.
mentioned that you will be getting them directly from the warehouse. Is the warehouse within the UAE, or
No,
you will be importing them?
controlled medications we will be getting from special permission. Like other medicines, we will get it from our warehouse only. So for the controlled
Okay.
medication, individual clinics or pharmacies only, we can directly we have to purchase either from the supplier or from the with DHA will give us a particular location. You can go to this hospital, for example, Aster Hospital.
I get it.
So go and
Mhm.
get the this particular rectal
I get it.
diazepam, you can get it from
Yeah.
Aster Hospital, so and so location. So we go there and we
Got
buy
it.
and come, something like that.
Got it. So, Raja, I'm so sorry, I misunderstood that initially. You do not need to commission them in that case, because these are the hospitals within the UAE, so they should have already commissioned them,
Okay.
or
Mm.
they are in their stock. So they will be shipping them to you, and then you will be receiving them in Tatmeen.
Yeah. So there is no need to contact the GS1. Already the hospitals would have done it.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. They
And
should have done it. If they have not, then they need to.
okay, then they will contact the GS1, then they will do the needful whatever. Either
Yes,
it is uncontrolled, means controlled, or even in case of unregistered medications
right,
also. Yeah.
right.
That's fine. And is there any time frame which we have to MOHAPs like when they come for Sharjah clinics visit, they're asking when you're going to go for onboarding. Whereas in Ajman, Dubai, there is no such pushing. Is there any like time frame which because for
Uh,
me when I want to start, my central warehouse should start. If they start only,
mhm.
I can do the process actually.
I
So.
understand. I totally understand.
Mm,
See, the process was already live in December 2022. Okay,
yeah. Mm.
so what MOH says is that as soon as you have the MOH license, you should also get a GLN and start reporting in Tatmeen. However, I do understand your concern that if your supplier or the hospitals before you, uh, they are not registered, or they are not shipping you
Registered, they're
anything,
not,
how can you?
she not shipping. Yeah. They are
Yeah.
not
So
shipping.
you can at least go ahead with the registration. Make sure that you are doing your registration and reporting up to the mark. If nobody's shipping anything to you, you cannot do anything about it. Okay, you can
Yes.
just ask them to make sure that whatever they are shipping physically to you, they also need to ship those items in Tatmeen to you. But if they're
Yes.
not doing it, you really cannot do anything. Just make sure that all the clinics and all the GLNs that you have, they are registered in Tatmeen. Both staging and production testing is done, and whatever items are there which are shipped to any of the GLNs, they are being received and processed further.
So once again, can you repeat like this checking for staging and production, and then
Yeah.
what else I have to check for the clinics?
Yeah. In staging, you should have completed the testing, and in
Mm.
production, if there is anything which is shipped to you, that particular
Okay,
GLN,
that I
that's
understood.
replaced.
Okay.
Yeah. And for
Okay.
that, the SPOC has option of checking incoming shipments report in downloadable reports. So they can
Okay.
check it frequently to make sure that nothing is in transit to them. And if there is anything, they need to
Okay.
validate and receive them.
Okay. and any sort of discrepancies in the batch number received and or the serial number with the product label as well as the thing which is there in the Tatmeen shipment which I receiving Tatmeen portal as
Mm-hmm.
per clinic part. If it is any
Right.
discrepancy, I can reject them, correct?
Yes,
Or how
you
it
can
is?
either reject them, but if mistakenly you have already received them in Tatmeen system and later you realize that there is some discrepancy, you always have an option to return it to the supplier.
Okay, okay, understood. Fine. Yeah, that's all. That's it as of now for my queries. Yeah,
Perfect. In case you still have any questions, you can always send us an email on onboarding@tatmeen.ae.
definitely, definitely. That's thanks a lot for the information. Yeah,
You're welcome, Raja. Bye-bye.
thank you. Bye bye.
Mira Al Sharhan, I have allowed the mic to you.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, Mira. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
We opened recently a medical center and we registered in Tatmeen. But I went through
Okay.
all the tutorial, but I just want to ask, like me as a role in the clinic, what I'm supposed to verify exactly? Like we're just receiving our products from external suppliers here in UAE.
Um, okay. You mentioned you are registered in Tatmeen as a pharmacy or what?
No, we're a medical center.
Medical center. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, you receive the products and then you ship it to other organizations within the UAE, right?
No, we're not selling nothing. We're just using our products on our patients. For example, lidocaine or like topical anesthesia. I'm using it daily in the clinic.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So in that case, as I mentioned to the last person, your day-to-day activities need to be reported to Tatmeen. If you are receiving them, you need to report them as received in Tatmeen. And when you are using them on the patient, you need to report them as dispensed.
But you cannot, like, the full product is not used for one patient. For example, topical anesthesia is a big amount. So for each patient
Okay.
we're using, we're supposed to put like,
Yeah.
we
I get it. So, whenever the secondary package is opened, even if you are using it as a single patient or 10 patients, whenever the secondary package is opened, that's when you report them
oh,
as dispensed.
okay, got
Okay.
it. Yeah. And receiving criteria, there's something called reference number. From where do I get this reference number? I'm trying to do in the staging portal, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Reference
from where do
number
I get?
is an yeah, reference number is an optional number for internal purposes. Sometimes people use those as like the AWB numbers. Like if I am shipping something to you, I can mention the AWB number of the courier company in the reference number, or let's say the invoice number. I can mention that in the reference number. It's an internal number. You can always skip it if you don't have it.
Because the thing is that it's mandatory, I think, in the portal. Without it, I cannot complete the receiving stage. That's why I asked. I
No,
didn't know how
no,
to
the
fill it.
reference number is not mandatory, but if you are stuck there, what I would advise you to you is take a screenshot of the
Mm.
screen and send us an email on onboarding@tatmeen.ae so that we can check exactly which field are you referring to and we can give you steps to proceed further.
Because even I had an issue last week in the product verification. There is one
Okay.
product I'm trying to verify, but always in my system, it gets an error. So I did a screenshot. I did screen mirroring. I sent it on the onboarding Tatmeen email.
Mhm.
I got a response that it can be verified. So I don't know where is the issue. And now the case is closed. So that's why I don't know. Do I report a new case?
Yes, if the case is closed, please send us a new email. Do not reply on or forward the same email that you were working on because we won't be able to see those comments. Send us a new email
Mm.
and I'll make sure that one of us gets back to you within 24 hours.
Okay, sure. Because to be honest, I replied on the previous email and then it was closed. So that's why maybe I didn't
Yeah,
get any response.
yeah. Without really checking what happened, I won't be able to answer your question at the moment, but an email will be helpful. You can send us an email. If there are two different questions, I recommend you sending two different emails so that we can handle both of the issues separately and don't confuse ourselves.
Okay, but as any product verification, I can enter to this option and verify any products. I want to make sure that it's verified in the UAE, right?
Uh, no, Mira, that is not how product verification works. You cannot verify any product at any location. Only the products which are in your stock or they are in transit to or from you. Those products can be verified using product verification.
Okay. That's why
Okay,
maybe it's
so
not getting verified because I'm trying any
probably, and
product.
yeah, any
So
random
what I'm
product
supposed,
cannot be verified by a user.
okay, what step I should do then previously? In the receiving, you mean?
See, either it should be in received status or somebody should have shipped them to your GLN. That means they should be in transit to you, or you should have shipped them to somebody else. That means they should be in transit from your GLN to somebody else. These are the three incidents when you can use product verification. So if
Okay,
the
that's why
item
then
is,
okay, got it,
yeah,
got it. Shipped, it means from the supplier itself or like from where I it was shipped, right?
right. So from supplier to you or at your location or from your location to, let's say, somebody else.
Okay, okay, got it. Then let me try the receiving part again in the staging portal and
Okay,
testing. If I have any issues, I will send an email.
definitely, Mira.
Okay, thank you, darling. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I don't see any more hands raised, so let's wrap up the workshop for today. If anybody still has any unanswered questions, please send us an email at onboarding@tatmeen.ae. Have a great day, everybody, and happy weekend.